guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. So, Global just got done with maintenance, and then we had a data download drop as well, which is typical. This is the way Global used to do things, where they would do maintenance, and then they would immediately drop a data download with the maintenance, and then that's where they would put new units in. Again, they used to always do this on Global, right? And then at some point, they just started doing like normal data downloads, kind of like JP does. Now, what's funny about it is I did the video going over, the Ultimate Gohan celebration last night and being like, this is coming, this is coming, this is coming. And half of the comments are like, yeah, this is coming until, tomorrow the data download happens and it's, I don't know where this is. That's kind of weird. And sure enough, there is something missing here. I don't know why this unit, no, wrong one. I don't know why this unit is not there. A little odd. Okay. So you guys see Gotenks and Tarble are coming, right? This is the revamp for the Son, Goku, and Friends Return, sort of story special, which dropped on Golden Week for JP, right? Here's the Golden Week celebration. Gotenks, Boo, this story event, which is since already released on Global, right? So, all these characters, right? Like, these guys are going to get their awakenings with Gotenks next month for Global. Same thing with Boo and Boo, right? And then, of course, these guys are already on Global. And then here's this story event with Tarble and Gotenks. Why are we taking that story event revamp, putting it with Ultimate Gohan, and then I presume what they're doing is they're taking the story event revamp for the, Hero of Justice event, whatever, and they're just going to put that with Gotenks and Boo, I guess? But it's just, it's odd. It's I just don't understand. Like, why not just keep Tarble and the Int Gotenks with Gotenks and exchange Boo? Just doesn't really make a lot of sense. Like, it seems like, again, what they're going to do is they're swapping them. They're going to swap this with Gotenks and Tarble. It doesn't really make that big of a difference, but I feel like the Great Saiyaman 1 and 2 exchange unit is probably more usable than Tarble or the Int Gotenks, right? But, I don't know. I guess Global, they always do want to do some shenanigans, right? Something to make us just go, what? Why? Okay, sure, whatever, right? I don't know. Because, again, you take a look at the unit, right? July 31st, and then, here's Ultimate Gohan, July 31st. So, on JP, they came out right with them. Again, not the craziest unit ever, so it's not like, oh my god, Global is so shafted, because it's like, Global's just getting these guys instead, but, typically, they don't like to, change, these big things about these celebrations like that, so I don't know. Obviously, 100%, the reason why the story event came so early is because, they wanted to get all of these out on Global, especially since it ends with, Oob and the fight against Kid Buu and all that shit during the download celebrations. They wanted that out on Global, so this came early, which, is what happened last year for the 300 million download celebration as well, where those Cell Saga story events came much early on Global, right? So, I don't know. Definitely bizarre, but it's not the... I wouldn't call it a shaft. It's just bizarre. It's just, I don't know. Them changing their own rules. Now, the other thing too, I was looking, I did not spot any EZAs in here, right? So I didn't see Super 17 on here. I don't see Buff Boo on here. I don't see Tech Majin Vegeta or Physical Fat Boo. Now, of course, I would expect a lot of these EZAs are probably going to be releasing on Global, right? But probably sometime around October, 12th or something like that, because we could see Gohan comes out, it's going to be the night of the 4th, so Gohan comes out on Sunday night for Global, right? That's basically when it's going to be dropping. Yeah, I guess. Interesting, too, that, we have a data download, nearly a week ahead of time, too. That's not too common. I guess this is why we have not seen the Twitter preview for Angel Gold and Frieza yet, is I'm sure Angel Gold and Frieza will probably be dropping almost on the exact same day as that Gohan. I would expect it to be pretty much right around the same sort of time frame. So, we might not see Golden Frieza's Twitter preview even for a couple more days over on JP, right? So here's everything that's in here. Again, I would still expect Super 17 and Buff Boo's EZAs with this celebration. I think global, like, we'll find out when we get the actual celebration info, right? Because, again, this is typical where, you know, we would get a data download and the EZA doesn't drop, like, with the banner, the Dokkan Fest banner. That's never the way they do it. Then the following week is when they'll do the Dokkan Fest EZA, right? So, just because the EZAs are not in the data yet does not mean global is not going to get one, right? Like, it's just, global is going to get EZAs with this. And I expect... Personally, I do expect Super 17, Buff Boo to get their EZAs, and I do also think Majin Vegeta and Physical Fat Boo. I do think all 4 of those units will EZA with this Ultimate Gohan celebration right now, but we'll see. You know, maybe... I guess they could delay this, the Hero and Villain Extermination event EZA area. They can maybe delay that to Gotenks and Boo, you know, and just do it then, but, I mean, there's no reason to do that. And, you know, I don't know. There's a lot of EZA areas that are going to be coming to global soon, right? Because you got the Frieza and Cooler one, you have the Raditz one, you have the Lord Slug and Kaioken Goku EZA area. There's just a plethora of them that are going to be coming to global soon. So, all right. So then the units we have here, again, of course, we have this Ultimate Gohan, who is amazing, fantastic, stupendous. Wait, what is the category still called Saviors? Did they change it? Yeah, Saviors. Okay, cool. So they did not change Gresh's translation, looks like. Okay, that's cool. I always like when they do that. All right, so we have the Savior category. Still, like, right there. The Savior category is not really anything too spectacular. Obviously, the Hybrid Saiyan team is very good. You know, we know why this guy is so amazing. He greatly stacks attack and defense, and then he has permanent guard, which makes him ridiculous. He also does... This is sort of an underrated effect that I feel like a lot of people just don't really talk about with this guy, where he just gets this little extra key. It's not like the craziest godsend of all time, but just that little extra bit he gets right there does help him with some of his wonky links, right, on some of these teams. So that is definitely very good. I do want to point out that he is a Saiyan lineage character, right? You get Saiyan lineage. Looks like Saiyan lineage is one of these links you really want to get to, link level 10, up there with Majin and Royal Lineage and Big Bad Bosses, because you get that extra key right there. Saiyan lineage, you know who has Saiyan lineage? Is these bad boys right here. So Ultimate Gohan and them work rather well together. So that's something that I feel like a lot of people don't really give credit to with this Ultimate Gohan, right? He gets extra attack when he is hit in the same turn, which makes him just ridiculously strong. He's on a whole buttload of teams. He's just incredible on them. When you transform into Ultimate Gohan, he just becomes untouchable. You know, he gets super effective against all types. You know, his attack and defense, like, skyrocket up. And then, of course, he gains a medium chance of stunning. Like, this guy is just crazy good, right? Like, it's just, that's it. He, to me, is, like, the best TUR. I would say so. I mean... Cooler is up there for sure, and then Physical Vegito Blue's EZA is still just like, you know, you can have turns where Physical Vegito Blue looks like he's actually just the best unit in the game, period, like above even like every LR. Vegito Blue occasionally looks that good, right? So I don't, like, if you average out Vegito Blue's performance, like, you know, I don't know, I just got the guard. This right here is just like on a Dokkan Fest exclusive level character, right, where he's already at 140% attack and defense, and he's guarding, right, and then he's stacking defense. He's just, like, ridiculous. Like, you just don't see this package right here. Other units just don't do this. Monstrous attack and defense, guard, and then they're stacking, and it's not like his stats are bad. He has 17,000 attack. Like, he has one of the highest attacks of any, like, Dokkan Fest TUR. He's up there. And it's not like his defense is bad either. So he's just crazy good, right? No way in hell would I consider this guy anywhere close to overrated whatsoever, right? He's just a beast. AGL Weskai gets her Dokkan Awakening from the Ultimate Gohan event. Because, of course, as the joke goes, you know, can't release any celebration without monstrous buffs to the Realm of Gods category, right? AGL Weskai, I've not really used her too much, but she is very good. I think she could be a very strong option. Honestly, even for something like Super AGL Extreme Super Battle Road, I feel like she'll be a decent option. You know, maybe if you're a free-to-play player and you just keep pulling her over and over, right? I'm sure there's some free-to-play player out there who's pulled AGL Weskai repeatedly and gotten frustrated from it. Hopefully you didn't bother her, because, once she Dokkan Awakens, you get this guard ability, with her in the third slot, and then she greatly raises her defense for one turn. She'll be able to tank on Super AGL Extreme Super Battle Road after she super attacks, and then once that guard kicks in, she'll be tanking even in there. So she's definitely good. And then of course, you get Realm of Gods category units around her, and whew, is she buffing them like crazy. Now, what Super AGL Realm of Gods characters do you have? Vados, interesting. Blue Gogeta, transforming Goku. I mean, I guess that could be an interesting. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely options, right? Blue Gogeta, Vados, Transforming Goku, Evolution Blue Vegeta. I'm sure there's tons of people who are attempting the stage using those units, so, you definitely probably could get by. I'm sure you could probably even do a no-item run with AGO Weskai on the team, right? She has several links that are going to give her defense, like Shocking Speed and stuff like that. Supreme Power, so that's good. Then we have this unit right here. I mean, oh boy, is there just a lot to talk about with these bad boys. This is one of my favorite units in the game. They're just incredible, right? The amount of utility they have, the amount of things they do, is just like off the charts. Like raising defense and super attack, 50% chance to stun on super, 2 key 120% attack and defense at the start of turn. They attacked enemy gets a 30% attack and defensive debuff for 2 turns, which is insane. They have a 50% chance of dodging. Then they recover 10% HP at the end of turn, which is strong, right? And then, of course, they also have their Patara Fusion, which you could do immediately. You could do whenever you want. It's active always. Once that happens, then they seal instead of stun on super attack. They get extra key and attack and defense. And then this debuff right here becomes a passive debuff. So when they're Kibito Kai and Supreme Kai, it's the enemy they actually hit gets the debuff. Whereas once you go into Kibito Kai, it's the entire enemy team, right? So this is where we start talking about Realm of Gods Extreme category Super Battle Road. This guy, like, I got the no item run done, and large part to this guy. Like, this unit I've used in like 5 or 6 no item runs already. Just a godly unit. So good. And then, of course, also this busted ability right here. 100% chance to stun for 2 turns, once only. And this is on his passive, so he does not need to even super attack to do this. It's just a very, very good ability. This is a very tactical and good unit. Love this unit, absolutely. Very good for Super Battle Road runs. Alright, so we got Tarlis, or excuse me, we have Tarble here, Vegeta's brother. I mean, he's not really too crazy, right? Raise his allies' attack right there. I mean, he is an orb changer. It's not the craziest. I mean, I do like sort of these smaller support type units, right? Sibling Bond category key 1 and 20% attack and defense. So, like, you could run them on the team, and, you got characters like Beerus and Whis and Gohan and Goten. So many characters just don't really mesh that well together. So, like, just that makes him useful, right? But obviously, a lot of his extra power here is going to be with other Vegeta family category allies in the team. But I suppose you could have multiple other Vegetas on the Sibling Bond team. I don't know. He's okay. I mean, he's nothing crazy, but it's not like there's a lot of other Tarbles in the game anyway, right? What is there? 2? There's the SR, and then there's just this free-to-play version, so not a lot. Then there's this Gotenks right here, who is honestly... I mean, he is pretty pointless because he is int, the same way that our boy, the Dokkan Fest int Gotenks is. So that, again, is going to hurt him quite a bit. He is free-to-play, though. Obviously, the int Gotenks isn't even out yet on Global, whereas this guy is going to be a free-to-play unit. I mean, I guess he's okay, but he's not anything super crazy either, right? And he's just greatly lowering defense on super attack. It's not the craziest. I mean, he does have Shocking Speed, Fuse Fighter, Over in a Flash, so he's going to link up very well in the Fusion team, but I don't know. I don't find this guy special or anything in any way. So I guess as of right now, that is it. That's what we're going to get, this global celebration. Again, I would expect all of those EZAs will be coming with this global celebration throughout the course of October. We'll know for sure once we actually get the celebration info. Probably on the 4th, right? The night of the 4th. I think Sunday night we'll get our celebration info. And we will sort of see then, what EZAs are going to be coming. Again, my expectation at the moment is that the Gotenks and Tarble story event revamp is just going to be swapped with the Great Saiyaman 1 and 2 revamp. And then that will come with Gotenks and Boo next month. But we shall see. Never can quite figure out what they're doing on Global, right? So... All right, I'll catch y'all next time.